Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Will, and we are back with some more Final Fantasy today. Where's the controller? There it is. All right. So yesterday we finished up a crystal mission where we ended up destroying almost the final crystal. There's one. There should be, I think, one left. Today we're probably just gonna be doing side quests. But yeah, honestly, I can't wait. The side quests in this game have been really solid. Oh, well, we have 3 of these. Okay, sweet. Let's go check some other stuff out. We're gonna do the first story beat, just kind of see what's going on here.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Aye, all their fancy
Hoping we can get our brother on our team.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
What do you make of them skies then?
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out Mothercrystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Let's see what kind of things we got going on. The bounties. Okay, we got 3 new ones, 1 mystery. That's good. B, A, and S. Yep. Okay.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe?
I'm just lucky.
Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely
Hey,
to
what's
find
up?
it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mothercrystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it.
Oh, shit.
Spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
During that speech, all I could think of, like, oh, those crystals are all useless now. Dude, what if you're in an adventurer party and you're using one of those crystals to light a dungeon you're in, and then it just goes out? It's like, oh, we're fucked. We might be responsible for quite a few people's deaths in terms of, like, adventurers in dangerous situations. All of a sudden, the crystals they rely on are not working.
Allow me to educate you.
Study it well, Clive.
Alright, so that's happening.
I have the details here.
Honestly, not as many arrows or connecting threads as I'd think.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Is a storm coming soon? Will there be thunder?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Alright, let's back to the blacksmith.
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
See if we can get any kind of level up for our weapon.
Trouble with your gear, or something for you, dear?
None of the purple stuff.
No scratches, right?
Ooh. That's nice. I'm not sure about the blade though. Having like a weird chunk stick out of it. Let's see here. I don't think. Yeah, we don't have any side quests marked on home base yet.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Kashik out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Dang it, we have not mentioned our brother yet. I was hoping that would be like the first thing we talk about. Alright. Oh yeah, let's see. Do we have any rewards?
Ah, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts.
Ah, dang it, 5 away. Alright.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive! Anything catch your eye?
Alright. Alright.
Seen enough?
Let's start down south and make our way around. Oh shit, okay. Oh wow, so this storm is like huge.
Sid! Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
Ah. You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Yeah, we could also try to go to those other villages.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Dang it. Alright. We got like passes when we were over in here, and I was hoping that that would unlock these. Although it does look like it might have unlocked this one. So we should go check that out as soon as we finish up this quest. God. That is like really like reddish coming down.
wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamel's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Why does everyone finish conversations and then immediately run away from us?
My shop. Why would anyone do?
If I had my pickaxe, I would have...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something, and we may yet... Ah, here he is now.
Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Finally, let's get into some fighting.
The women folk have come to...
Oh yeah, yay, we have this new thing too we didn't get to try out.
He's all yours.
No, okay, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know what that move does. It's like...
They mean to overwhelm us.
Oh, we got Magic Man. I think so, pal. This is kind of a waste, but whatever. Let's pop that off. Oh, dude, that freaking move just... I was hoping it was gonna be able to hit more groups of people, but it really doesn't... Oh, shit. Shit. Oh, he's so fucking good. Boom. Yeah, I wasn't able to figure out how to do the Bahamut circle move yet, though. That wasn't too bad.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Come now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Alright, we got a bunch of gold. Maybe we should go and look to see what we can spend it on. We also got enough reputation to get our next award. Alright, sweet. Again, it's a little lame that there isn't more side questy stuff. Yeah, it looks like we might be able to go through right there. So let's go check this shop, and then we'll go over and check on that territory. But yeah, the lighting here is like crazy with the weird overcast and like the red, like the pinkish red hue that keeps coming through.
Are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch. Perhaps.
Good day, my lord.
Alright, we do have some new stuff. We still have not naturally found an elixir. That's crazy.
Here you are. My thanks. An excellent choice. Fare you well.
Alright, now let's teleport over. Yeah? And try to see if we can make it through that other gate. It was blocked out before just by some dudes. But let's see. Honestly, I thought we'd be getting right into side quests, but
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
unfortunately, they're not really giving us many. Which honestly, I don't know. Like, the flow of the game feels really good so far. And even the main story stuff kind of feels like it does a good job of just kind of like, this part you're running around, this part you're just kind of focusing on like super important main story stuff. I do not do that charge move as much as I should. Oh yeah, I just noticed these are all level 33s now. I think they were that high up before. Or maybe they were. I'm really bad at paying attention. And we already see the gate. Come on. Alright. It didn't go up red, so let's hope we can just... Oh. Yeah. We wiped out that entire side before these dudes even got up. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, the meter builds, but like... Like, I'm not getting what it's supposed to be doing. Yeah, I'm not getting it. Like, I need to go to the training grounds and try it out. Because I'm just really not... Oh, okay, dodge. Yeah, I can activate it, and then we can kind of build that meter, but then, like, it doesn't really do anything. Or, like, I'm not finding out what it's doing. Fuck me, really? You're just making the door unable to be, like, interacted with? Bro.
When did you get so big?
Alright. Womp womp. Alright. Let's head up here.
First we find Isabel.
Welcome.
Oh, wow. Fuck me. Alright, there's a lot of those. Alright, that's great. Great. Great.
That's the best I can do. Thank you. That's the best I can do.
Oh god, wow, that blew up really quick.
I doubt you'll get more than that in the capital.
Whoa. Again, so many of these.
Thank you. That's the best I can do. I doubt you'll get more than that in the capital. Thank you.
Oh wait, no, why did I...
Do you see anything you like?
Okay, bye.
An excellent choice. Times may be hard, but I can't play favourites. Come back again.
Wow, we really have not been buying anything from her. Shit.
Don't feel good, boy.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under her blood. Then we're next.
I can't do it. I can't. But you can. You must.
My lord. My lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
I believe that's just the little outpost right across town.
4 left for more on the captain's orders.
Honestly, they've really underplayed this region. Like, we went through it on the main story, and we haven't really had to explore much of it since.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors. You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family. They're still in the...
It's all right.
I'm so
Freaking dead body.
I truly am.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Alright. Is there a way to get there from over here?
I assume you have a plan. We need to find out.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Alright, here we go.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Pretty straight line. of a waste of this huge field. They're not really doing much with it.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Should I prime?
Yeah,
Save your strength.
the frick. Yeah, that move is just really not doing that. Wait, where's the magic man? There you are. Oh shit. Oh, those big scythe guys. Ah! Ooh, got him. Wow, we're almost up to 2,000 for our ability points. Hell yeah. Still, and we're in the final little quarter of getting to our next level. That's also really good.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Nice. We got more. We're really starting to stack up some ability points a lot more. Double check to make sure that there's no side quest here.
This man's gonna die.
Jesus.
Into a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
We still need to see Uncle's Town too. I really hope we'll get that thing
You don't think
open.
they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not. Not a chance.
Better already.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Yeah, like... See, like, I don't know what to be doing here. Okay, so I think we have to use that move in conjunction with our other move. Boom. Nice double team shot with Torgal for the win.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashics snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
To the left.
Moy.
How do?
Okay, so it's just this one that's left, probably.
A fair trade.
Alright.
I wanted one of those. Is that everything? A fair trade.
Dang it. So close.
I wanted one of those.
Oh, I keep backing out because I keep
Anything
thinking it's a
catch your
separate
eye?
menu. Ah!
Much obliged. Mad dogs, the lot of them.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
I'm not sure what's making that thing go up. Is it just moving around that makes it go up, I guess? Honestly, not that bad. I was afraid the turtle was gonna be like way more tankier, but we good. We get to see our best buddy.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Alright, so we have another group that we need to go into. Let's check our abilities. Okay, so the range of damage that some of these moves can do. So, okay, so it is, I think we have to just move around in that form to start the thing. So I think we're gonna get this. This thing has massive damage. Yeah, other ultimates... Oh, dude, this ultimate is so ass. Yeah, no other ultimate does all stars, so this is the strongest attack in the entire game so far. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get it. And we're like so close to being able to buy it. Plus, it can level up, so be awesome.
Mad dogs, the lot of them.
I haven't really walked around this side of the town. Unfortunately, doesn't look like anything. Nope. Not even a single basic ass treasure chest.
Just patch me up as quick as you can and get me back out there.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
That takes so long to cast. Maybe if I level it up, the cast time will go down. That would actually be super helpful if it did. Oh, yay. I don't know what that is, but that's awesome. No, not Chocobo. Chocobo zombie.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Oh, dude, really? You're kind of really, like, lowballing us on the rewards now that we're doing these little fights. These baby fights.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Okay. Damn you. Alright. Whoa, hello.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy Shiva. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Squire. Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Alright.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for Mothercrystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Yes.
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an Eikon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
I feel like we're gonna escape on midship.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive!
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Oh, there's one more extra. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Where's this? Omakia. And we can also get rewards for this.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, sir.
I bet you weren't, lady.
Here you are.
Oh, that was a shitload of ability
Best of luck
points.
out
Holy
there,
crap.
Sid.
That was okay. I didn't realize she would give us that many ability points. All right, let's put. That's massive. Although this, or wait, no. This, I don't know what. All right, we got that mastered. Boom. See how that goes. And it looks like we got some side quests finally popping off. Yeah, last time we saw Mid, she was building that boat for us. We got the engine up and running, and then she went off somewhere else to get the rest of the engines built using the one that we made with her as kind of like a base. I wanted to come up here, talk to this guy to see if we got any more information.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be thunder?
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Level 5, finally.
There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Oh, this guy's got a...
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Alright, she's got something going on.
Clive. Coin purse weighing you down?
$40.
Is that all?
Yes, also right next to the music.
Oh, that blasted book.
So many.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Oh, they're up past the other way. Dang it. Okay, what did we add? Hello. Scarf. I think. Yeah, it was the scarf that's new. Yeah, frickin'. Alright. I thought it was weird that it was up in that room. But nope, it's behind the room. And honestly, we haven't had to go down and check, like, that whole, what was it, water purification / garden thing that they're working on down there?
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear.
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
Okay.
The Akashic are coming and they won't.
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just...
Get caught.
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midadol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think you'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Midadol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see, it's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Midadol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Midadol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
I'm coming, Sid. What?
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need.
No, I have the whooping stick
taken
right
the three
here.
of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Dude, that was a big amount of ability points. We're so close to another level. Alright, let's actually go and try to do a bounty. We're looking at one C rank. That should be easy enough.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Oh shit, we're locked in, so we can't really go and do it. Ah, damn you. Alright, then let's do another side quest here. Just because it's like, I don't know what the next story beat's gonna be, and it seems like it might be a bit of a long one if we're going in to rescue someone.
It seems the hideaways.
Blasted book! Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped? Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Well,
That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
To Harpocrates. A lot of use out of this room up here today.
Is a storm coming soon?
We know.
Will there be thunder?
Lawsman Harpocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their Eikons' brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
I don't think we can do that. No. Dang it. Okay. So we're kind of locked in. We have to do the main story. Alright. I think we're going to call it here for today, guys, unfortunately. Honestly, it feels like we didn't get too much done. But in the way of, like, it was pretty streamlined, everything. We did figure out how to use the Bahamut ability. We leveled that up. We got the ultimate ability, but we have yet to use it. I'm probably gonna try to save up and level that up. Yeah, there's no other ultimate ability that we have which I have leveled up, so that will be the first one that will have the ultimate that's leveled up. Yeah, that is it for today, guys. Let's just save. We're right on the cusp of getting another level. Oh, yo, we got our boy, our brother. And yeah, what happened to our squire? Would our squire not join our team, or is he just gonna kind of be like Gav, where he's like more of a background character? Anyway, really good day, chill day. I was expecting to do more side quests, but honestly, the main story right now kind of felt a little side questy, but in a good way. Yeah, that is it for today, guys. Thank you for coming out and hanging out on day 1524 of streaming in a row. Tomorrow, we're going to get back into Zoneless and Zero. I have been trying to do a little bit of grinding off stream, leveling up some characters. So we're going to be working on that tomorrow, and then Genshin, and then Honkai Star Rail, the usual pattern for the week. And yeah, next weekend will be the next time we play some more Final Fantasy. Cannot wait to get back into it, because this game has been crushing it. Honestly, just like everything about it, this is probably one of the most, I don't know if you'd call it perfect, but just like I love it so far so much. The story, the gameplay, just the overall like rhythm of it, of like here's gameplay, here's story, and the balance between the two has felt super good so far. And yeah, hopefully they don't do something insanely weird and just drop the ball and fumble it. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you for coming out and hanging out. Like always, links down below for my Twitter, as well as links over to my YouTube channel where all my previous streams are uploaded and archived over there. And I will see you all tomorrow with some Zoneless End Zero. If not, see you guys back here next weekend with some more Final Fantasy.